What's up, boy?
Come
Uh,
on, man. How you doing?
I'm great, man. Uh, what's up, everybody? Uh, I am Erik T. Jackson. He is DeAndre Shakur. Abram, what do you go by? DeAndre,
Well,
huh?
DeAndre, that's my name, but DeAndre Shakur. I like the whole government name. I
Yeah,
respect.
yeah, for sure, for sure. And we are talking shop. So, DeAndre, I've been because I followed you for a while. Like I said, your mom and I graduated together.
Yeah.
So I've been wanting to get you on here because you are doing something that not a lot of athletes are able to do,
hmm
you know, and that's play pro ball, pro basketball to be specific. So before we get into that, uh, let me ask you this. So when did basketball start for you?
I would say at a young age, like, seeing my pops always playing and,
Mm,
I always had cousins and, we was always, around sports. So I really just grew up into it. And, once I had the little small goals,
hmm.
as a little kid, I just fell in love with it. And ever
Okay.
since never stopped playing and now it's got me to where I am now. So it's a
So how,
blessing.
so how tall are you?
Me, I'm 6'9" now. So
Damn. So
I'm
I was thinking 6'6". You're 6'9".
6'9". I grew to sit. Well, so my freshman year of high school, I was actually 5'11", and then I had a big growth spurt to where I hit 6'5". Well, I hit 6'6" as a
Wow.
sophomore, and then ever since then, I just been growing like ever since, and I'm still growing in a sense for real. So I
Wow.
just hit 6'9". So yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
because I was gonna get to, I was thinking maybe you were always the tallest person in your class, but at
Uh,
5'11" in ninth grade, I mean, that's taller than the average ninth grader, but
Yeah, it's pretty tall, but it's not like,
yeah.
it's not nothing to where I am now. Cause I had like in my freshman year, I had a couple people taller than me. I was
Okay.
still considered as tall, but
Uh-huh.
not the tallest. But then my sophomore year that I came in, I remember I was going to the rec center that I usually go to,
Uh-huh.
with my like people so close to home. And I came back the summer because I was always gone with AAU ball and stuff, so I
Yeah.
wasn't really around.
Yeah.
And then they came back seeing me, and it was like, "Bro, what's going on? Like, how you get this tall?" And it's crazy because I really didn't even notice, but
That,
everybody else was noticing. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's
it was
something.
crazy.
So when you have those growth spurts, you don't even notice. Like you don't know you growing.
Not really, but it's like I'm getting new clothes every week. Sometimes it's like it was crazy. And like every year I'm getting a new shoe, like my shoe size is growing.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a little noticeable, but it's not like not as noticeable as other people will see it. Like, man, you really getting tall, and I'm not. I just always kind of so it's
So what
crazy.
so what size shoe does a 6'9" guy wear?
Me, I wear 16.
Wow.
I can fit in 17,
Wow.
but yeah, I'm comfortable with a 16 now. So,
Okay. Okay. So
mhm.
so what high school did you play ball at in Dallas?
So I went to a school called Creekview High School in Carrollton.
Creek View.
Uh,
Okay.
so yes, sir, I was there for all 4 years, and my freshman year I was on freshman, and then sophomore to senior year I was on varsity. So.
Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
I remember seeing highlights of you your senior year, and you weren't
Yeah.
missing a shot. I was like, this boy is nice, you know.
Yeah, that
So
was that was definitely the highlight of my high school. My junior year, I had a good year as well. My
okay.
sophomore, I really didn't play as much.
Okay.
Definitely my junior and senior year was my standout years. Definitely my senior year. So
So your
that's
sophomore year, you were 6'6" and didn't play that much?
no, I was 6. Like it was crazy because I was like still kind of fitting to my body
Uh-huh.
really.
Yep.
I was, and then like my game kind of wasn't like as much as developed as it was my junior and senior.
It's
Like as a
polished.
sophomore, I was really
Right.
Yeah, like my senior, like with my sophomore year, I was really just like a shooter. Like I just
Mhm.
wanted to shoot the ball,
Yeah.
nothing else. I don't want to touch paint, nothing. Just give me the three and I'll shoot it.
Yeah.
And then as I kind of developed and like
Mhm.
understood the game
Yeah.
more, I know how to develop, my game in different aspects where I can go inside. But I was still a shooter in high school. That was really like my go-to.
Yeah.
So as
Okay.
I kind of progressed through, I just kind of developed my game in different
Cool.
aspects.
Cool. Cool.
Mhm.
So after Creekview, you went to George Mason, right?
Yes, sir.
So
I was there for 2 years.
out of all the colleges in Texas, what makes you go to George Mason?
So the thing was, I had like my senior year, I was really getting, that was when I started getting a lot of like notoriety with
Hmm.
colleges. Like I
Hmm.
had a couple colleges coming to my to Creekview, and I had TCU, I had like some D2 schools,
Okay.
and the big school that came for me was Texas.
Okay.
So when Texas came, that was like I was very excited. I was thinking maybe that would be something I would want to, go. That was a school I would want to go to. Also,
Yeah.
Texas always my dream schools, and that was when Shaka Smart was the coach at the
Oh
time.
wow.
And
Okay.
so he, like, my first, the first time that came, the assistant coach came, and then he was impressed enough to where Shaka came in, and
Okay.
like, he seen me play, he enjoyed my game, but it just wasn't to where he wanted to like give
Offer
me a
you. Yeah.
yeah. So I just kind of went by like schools that kind of, showed me that really interest, like in me coming in as a freshman, I could play and do something.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
um I had a couple schools I wanted to go to, and also I just want to explore, the world as well. Being in
Absolutely.
Texas it definitely would have been great to, play in front of, family, in
Hmm.
college. But I think exploring the world, is great as well, and it's also
Absolutely.
prepared me to what I'm doing now. So I think that
Absolutely.
was a big choice to why I chose Mason, and it was
Okay.
just cool as well in a great area.
Yeah. Was it Virginia?
Virginia,
Yeah.
Fairfax. And
Yeah,
so
man.
that's like 30 minutes from DC.
Uh-huh.
So they showed me that, and it kind of just blew my mind. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I think this is cool. I want to go to.
I bet. I bet. Yeah. That's what's up. So you're there 2 years. So did you did you get out of George Mason what you wanted to get out of it before moving on?
I would say so. It was sometimes where I really didn't want to leave
Okay.
because I enjoyed the school so much. My teammates was great.
Yep.
The atmosphere was amazing. I think it was really a good school for me just in general. But unfortunately, things didn't, happen for me on the court my sophomore year. So,
Right.
you know, eventually, make the step to try to, move on and, you know, here I guess my college career. Because if I would have stayed there, possibly I wouldn't have, played as
Absolutely.
much as I would
Absolutely.
have like. So
So where'd you
I
go
had to make
next?
that. So then that's when I went to Milwaukee, so, University of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Coach Ball, when he called, and he kind of was like, "Hey, we really want you," and I kind of just made that leap of faith without
Mhm.
even taking a visit, and I
Okay.
committed there,
Cool.
and I just,
Cool.
and it ended up working in my favor. So it's a
Yeah.
blessing. Hmm.
Absolutely. So you were in college, was it 4 years or 5 years?
So I was there 5 years because I was there in Milwaukee for 3 years because I had a red shirt season to where I had to sit out, and
Okay.
then I played my junior and senior year.
So did you experience the tournament, March Madness or anything at all? Y'all
Well,
make it to the tournament?
the closest thing I got to March Madness was the NIT.
Okay.
That So that was actually so I think that was my sophomore year of college. I think
That was at
that's
Mason?
yeah, that was at Mason. But other
Okay.
than that, I did my junior year. We didn't we didn't make it
Okay.
to
No.
the tournament. And then my senior year, we actually that was actually COVID year, so the
Oh, was it?
yeah, it got canceled that year, so it was kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely. It was unfortunate for a lot of teams, especially Baylor, which I thought was the best team in the country that year.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They missed out because they
but
was
they end up
smoking
winning. But they end up
everybody.
winning though. I think the following year, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah, they
thought
end up.
I
Yeah,
thought they went back to back. I really did.
yeah,
But they did end up winning it the following year. Absolutely. Yep.
yeah.
So let's get into uh pro ball. So at what point in your college journey did you feel like you could play pro ball? I mean, whether it be NBA or I know NBA is the
Well,
goal. So at what point did you feel like you could play pro ball?
um, well, I know my coach in Milwaukee. He was having talks to where he wanted me to. He was putting me into like draft lotteries and stuff to where like he's putting my name into these,
Hmm.
I guess these the NBA scouting and things just to trying to get myself out there. This was my junior year,
Okay.
and so, we really didn't have much success as a team, so it kind of like hurt my stand,
Yeah.
my situation. But
Yep.
I always knew I could play professional ball just because of my size,
Uh-huh.
the talent that I have in my size. Not a lot of guys that can handle the ball, shoot the ball, rebound the ball at
Yeah.
my size and stuff. So I always felt that I could play professional, and that's why I feel like I'm doing it now. I know there's more to what I can do as well
Uh-huh.
still. So
Okay. So take me through uh that process. I guess the process of uh is it a process where
oh
you
yes, for sure.
okay,
So literally I think even my junior year, I was having a lot of agents hit me up and
okay,
tell me, hey, I feel like you can play at the next level. And really, to be honest, I wasn't really like focused on that because I'm just focusing on, trying to
yeah,
be the best I can be right now in college,
absolutely.
trying to get to the tournament,
Yeah.
trying to be the best possible. So I feel like after my senior year, that's when I really was kind of focused on, okay, what might be the best agency for me. And
Okay.
it was a new territory for me because one, I didn't even know anybody that really went professional overseas.
Okay.
So I didn't have somebody that I can talk to like, hey, what's the best way I can do this or do that? I was kind of just figuring it out as I was
Right.
going.
Right.
So it was tough at first because I'm like, man, all these agents hit me up. Like some want me to go NBA right away, some want
Uh-huh.
me to go overseas, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, I could obviously, hearing that I can go NBA, that would be great, obviously, because that's my end goal. That's what I want to do.
Yep.
But knowing that, you got to know the business and know it's a lot of politics within the
Uh-huh.
system, and that, okay, if I go here, they can go off him. They'll choose another guy over me because one, he's at a bigger school or he
Yep.
knows people. So, uh,
Absolutely.
so just understanding that and having these talks with these agencies kind of like made me, I guess, make the choice of my first agent that I chose because I was like, okay, I think I want to go overseas just so I can kind of, I guess, build my game a
Yep.
little bit
Uh-huh.
also.
Uh-huh.
Also, just kind of get some film and get
Yep.
and also just travel the world too. That's not my first year. I was in Denmark.
Okay.
That wasn't my first time traveling overseas. My first time traveling actually overseas was when I was in college and we had a tournament in Dublin, Ireland.
Okay.
And that experience was like crazy. Just because it was just like how they treated you, how they looked at you. It was
Yeah.
like you're a king. And I'm like, man, I can get used to this,
I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can get used to this feeling. And like just the atmosphere was just crazy, and that
Yeah.
kind of made me like, man, maybe I can do this overseas thing.
Uh-huh. So
So,
so in college, let's get back to that real quick. So you were at what, two mid majors, right? So
yes.
so did they feel like did you still feel like you were D1, you was getting treated like D1 and all the perks, everything that came with that?
Oh, for sure, most definitely. As a D1 athlete, there's a
Hmm.
lot of perks that come with it.
Yeah.
Just as far as like, how people treat you.
Hmm.
Also, because while I was playing good in a sense in both colleges that I was
Hmm.
at. So also that was another thing to where they're respecting you.
Yeah.
They're so it was great being Division 1 athlete for sure. And some I miss some days, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to the big fish
Absolutely.
out in the NBA. So it's
Absolutely.
like it's
S-
just a blessing that I was able to do it.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
let me ask you this. So what made you choose the team in Denmark? Was it location? Was it money? Was it food? What made you
Uh,
choose that as your
well,
first?
because like I said, to be honest, I was really kind of clueless on just the whole just aspect of overseas ball and what
Okay.
comes. So basically, the money wasn't even the greatest, and
Okay.
also you got to think about it. This is COVID year, so COVID
Okay.
year was really a big like traumatic. Well, it was like a lot of money was kind of being lost because
Yeah.
it's not a lot of things going on in the world right now. It was
Yeah.
shut down,
Yep.
and it kind of was like that's why I feel like the COVID year just sucked all of my right?
Absolutely, man.
I wasn't able to walk in like in college, like as
Yeah.
far as like graduation,
Oh,
and then
that's
like then I'm going pro, and I'm like, dang, money's lower now. I'm like, it was just all bad, man. But the reason why I chose my first team in Denmark was just opportunity, just
okay.
the opportunity to just play overseas and
Yeah.
get my foot in the door to where I can continue to climb.
So when you choose that, uh I mean, I guess the team has all the leverage. I mean, do you say I want a 2-year contract, 1-year contract? I mean, do you have any leverage in that respect, or the team just say we just want you for this amount of time, this amount of money, go?
Well, yeah, my first year it's definitely less leverage because one, you're not really, in the system.
Yeah.
Really, you haven't had any years
Yeah.
of anything. You really just have college and that's about it. But
Okay.
really I didn't have too much leverage. And also I just really didn't think about that. I was just thinking, man, I just want to have an opportunity to continue to play ball. And
Absolutely.
I know and I believe in myself. I'm a bet on myself. I know if I
Absolutely.
if I go somewhere, I'm gonna play my game, do the best I can, and show my abilities. And from there, just more better opportunities will happen for me. And
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
far, it's working in my favor.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
So that first year in Denmark, did it go as planned, or were there any setbacks, or how'd that go?
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. My first year it was a definitely wake up call for sure
Okay.
about just the whole business aspect of things.
Yeah.
One, it was COVID, so my coming in, I literally sat 2 weeks without touching the ball or anything because I had the quarantine coming in.
Okay. Yeah.
But that was already a setback. That's already putting me behind.
Yeah.
And then I come in, practice, like first day it was terrible. Like I like how I felt, how I was playing, it just wasn't right.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, this is literally I was climbing the whole year. And my first year I ended up I didn't even finish the whole year. And I had a decent year. I averaged maybe 11 and
Okay.
5.
Yeah.
That's decent for a rookie.
Definitely.
But like the thing is learning the business aspect to where, one day your team might want you and the next day they might not feel you or they want something else.
Yeah.
So they can just, kind of just, say, hey, we don't I don't think we're interested anymore. So that's what
Okay.
kind of made me take that, and realize like every day you gotta work hard and you can't be like feeling like you're safe or feeling like this. So it's like you gotta work hard and
Yeah. You gotta have a chip on your shoulder
for
all
sure,
the time.
for
Yeah.
sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So is the money, or are the contracts guaranteed there?
Well, this one that I got, yes, it is because of I've my second year I had a really good year, so obviously money went up a little bit. I had more, I guess, say so within my contract to where I did have a little bit more negotiations and things like that. So,
Yeah.
like I said, that's why I'm learning. Every year I learn something different to what I can do or negotiate to where
Yeah.
I continue to just progress.
Good. And I suppose every year you get more and more leverage, probably.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, if you're doing what you got to do,
Yeah.
if you're putting up good numbers, and also if like the team that you at, the coach has nothing good. I mean, if he has something good to say about you, if you doing your work, if you're
Hmm.
not being late to practice, if you've been a good teammate, if you've been a great player, then it's just going to help you in the long run. Because whenever you go to your next job,
Yeah.
the next job is going to talk to your coach.
Hmm.
How was he as a player? How was he as a person?
Yeah.
Things like that. So that's why I know who I am. I know I'm a good person. That's why,
Yeah.
happening in my favor. Plus, I'm playing well.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So your next stop, when in that first year did you decide to move on? And once you decided, what made you choose? Where did you choose, and what made you choose where you chose?
Well, I only played half a season my first year. I
Okay.
was there from August to December.
Okay.
I was, and then I was at home. I was trying to grind, trying to figure out what was my next, job
Hmm.
opportunity.
Hmm.
And I actually was like kind of I had a decision I had to make because I actually was gonna have a G League tryout for the Dallas Legends.
Okay.
I was going to actually try out, but then I had an offer in Slovakia to where that was where I was my second year,
Yeah.
and that was guaranteed contract.
Hmm.
Where like being G League, that's not so much guaranteed, and so I kind of just at the time I just kind of was like, all right, I think I just want to just take this guaranteed contract.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not saying I didn't believe in myself to where if I tried out, I couldn't have made it. It was just, I think it was just one, just the best decision, and two,
Hmm.
just understanding I needed to be in the field still with,
Hmm. Yeah.
being on the team and getting film out there, and also just understanding what was best for me at the time. So I ended up
Absolutely.
coming to Slovakia.
Good. Good.
Mhm.
And so Slovakia, uh, how did that go for you?
Man, it was great. That was a good year for me. I had like that was really like my
Coming out party?
coming out party as far as like overseas, showing like
Uh,
okay, the man can basically he can do anything on the court, and also understanding that like I had a chip on my shoulder, and I think that kind of helped me, and also kind of like helped me mentally as well because I went
uh,
through a lot because I was a lot I was going through in my life, and like it made me kind of just build as a person. So
absolutely.
I feel like that year was definitely one of my best years, really, of just basketball in general. Like
See,
from
I don't know who it was that put the videos out. I don't know if it was you or your mom, but I saw some videos of that year, man. You were really impressive. Yeah.
yeah, I appreciate it. I
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
it.
That was
It was
nice.
yeah, it was just I think it was just me. Well, also the thing too, when I was in Slovakia,
Mhm.
um, I actually lived in the gym.
What do you mean?
Like so, basically, our gym is downstairs. Like so, we had a whole building. We had
Huh?
a whole. And then we had an upstairs to where our rooms were, and then downstairs is our gym. So I lived in the gym, in the weight room as well. So the weight room is like
Wow.
across, like the court is on downstairs, and then
Uh,
like it's like a little upstairs. You make that, it's like a hallway to where it's like a weight room. So I really had everything I needed,
right
and that
there. That's like the
man,
perfect setup.
man, it was so perfect. It was like unbelievable. It's like a dream come true. You always want to live in a gym.
Yeah,
My like my dream house, I want to have a court in it. So at the
already.
time, I'm basically living it, and
Yeah.
I think it kind of helped me kind of just focus on my game and just building my body and things like that. So it was just all around good for me.
Okay. So,
Mhm.
uh, so again, was it a 1 year contract, or you decide to move on, or how do those things work? Like
Well,
this is
yeah,
a
just
statement.
because I decided to move on, just because as every year I want to develop and
Mhm.
go to a bigger league and
So
be
yeah,
successful.
that's my question. So for you, is overseas? Are you treating it like the minor leagues in baseball? You like trying to move up to different levels every year, type of thing?
So yeah, in a sense, overseas. I've been in every first division of every overseas. I guess every league I've been in, like Denmark first league, Slovakia first league, and now Cyprus first league.
Okay, so
But
what does first league mean?
it's just like the first, the best league in, I guess, in the
Oh,
country.
okay, cool. So that's like the best league in that country.
Yes, so
Okay,
that's
cool.
basically what that is. And
Yeah.
so that's why every year I'm just trying to continue to develop to where I can get to even bigger leagues, and that's like my goal of
Hmm.
kind of moving on, because I could have obviously went back and been in Slovakia, but
Hmm.
like just understanding where I want to get to.
So
I have to,
Cyprus is a step up.
yeah, it's a step up. It's a
Okay.
step, but
And so
it,
I've never heard of Cyprus. And
mhm.
I consider myself a smart dude. I have no idea where Cyprus
Yeah,
is.
yeah. It's actually it's like an hour from Greece on flight. It's
Okay.
on an island. It's beautiful out here. So it's like one is not only is a step up, it's the living in range
Yeah.
is so much better.
Home.
Just because it's really like a tourist spot. To
But
be
do
honest,
you have a gym in your house?
I don't, but I got a car to get to the gym. So it's like
Already.
So
Yeah.
it's like, hey, it's cool. But
Yeah.
obviously, having a gym, that was crazy. But like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, eventually, everybody's not gonna have that and
Uh-huh.
like that. But yeah, it's so far, it's pretty nice for
So
sure.
it's called Cyprus, Greece. Is that what it's called? Or
Well,
Cyprus, Ireland?
the city I'm in is Limassol, Cyprus. So the city is Limassol,
And the
and
state
then
is Cyprus.
the country is Cyprus.
Oh, the country is Cyprus.
Mm-hmm.
And what continent is it on? Or what
I gotta do some research, man. I'll do some more
My
research.
bad, bro.
No, you good, man. You good. It's on an island. That's what I
Yeah.
know.
No, that's
So
what's up. No, you're good. I'm gonna go look it up just so I can know exactly where it is.
I might have to too, man, because I'm.
Yeah, yeah. So have you won a championship or anything?
No, I
Doing that?
haven't, man. That's definitely my goal
Okay.
eventually. Uh, the team. Well, like I said, I didn't finish out my first year. My second year, we lost in the semis,
Okay.
but I had a really good playoff run last year, so that kind of like motivated me to like, dang, I want more now. So
Yeah, yeah.
as I continue to progress, obviously that championship is something I'm working towards,
Absolutely.
myself and my team. But I just feel like it's coming. It's just got to
Yep.
continue to work and be put in the right positions where I can
Mhm.
get there.
So what's the big league or championship that everybody aspire to be there
Well,
overseas?
overseas, the Euro League for sure. That's a
Okay.
goal. That's like a goal for me. Even if I would want to be in the NBA, obviously,
Yep.
but if I get to the Euro League, I know I can get there. So
Absolutely.
that's a big goal for me
Sort of
because
the best competition overseas.
yes, overseas, yes, for sure. Like even Luca was there as a eight. Well, was he 16?
That boy been playing pro ball for a long time.
For a long time, but he was in that league, and that's when he was killing. And that was like,
That's
okay, this man,
crazy.
yeah, he's gonna be, a great talent. And now
Yeah,
look at him, he's
yeah,
taking over the NBA.
yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely a league to where I would want to get to. And plus
Okay.
that the pay raise is crazy there too.
It'd be
So
substantial. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
life
what's up.
changing.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
how many American players are on the teams and stuff? Is it like a lot of competition between Americans to play on those teams?
Yeah. So basically, on our team, we have four, and I think most of the teams on here usually have three or four Americans,
Okay.
and they play the rule is there's 3 Americans that can play at a time on the court.
They kill me with them rules, boy.
Yeah, I mean that's how it goes, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it is. And
Okay.
I know where I was my first year. Our first year we had 3 Americans. My second year
Mm.
I had 3 Americans as well. It was 3 Americans on the team, and here there's 4. So
Okay. Okay. Y'all hang out?
oh, for sure. Actually, but this year I live with 2 of my other Americans.
Okay.
They like we were around all around the same age,
Oh,
so
cool. Cool.
yeah, we have a really good bond already. And everywhere I've been out with my Americans, I still have good relationships with from Slovakia and
Hmm.
Denmark. So it's
Yep.
just that's one thing too
Yeah.
with playing overseas. You meet different people from different areas,
Yeah,
trying
man.
to do the same thing that I'm doing,
Yep.
and it's great, man. It's great
Yeah.
to have lifelong friends,
Yep.
brothers, from playing the game that we love. So
So,
it's very cool.
so which spot has the best food?
I would say here, just
Is
because
it?
like we got American food too. Like we got Subway,
Yeah.
we Taco Bell, we got
Okay.
like Pizza Hut, like Domino's. We got like it's some American spots here, and also they have their own spots as well. So
Yeah.
I
Oh,
would
that.
definitely say here.
So the other two spots they didn't have American food. Denmark and
Uh,
Slovakia.
so Denmark and Slovakia, they had like McDonald's, Burger King. Those.
Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah,
McDonald's and Burger King everywhere.
yeah, I know, but the thing is, like at McDonald's everywhere. It's like 5-star restaurant.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's like good. It's like I know I've been even to some McDonald's where they have like 2 stories.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's really nice, and and their menus is a little bit different
A
too.
little
Like there's
different.
some
Okay.
stuff on there you be like, man, that's good. I wish I had this in America.
In America, yeah,
And
yeah.
they got like chicken wings too. I'm like, that's what threw me off. They had chicken wings
At
in McDonald's.
McDonald's?
Yeah,
Wow. I need to
so
go to that one.
yeah, I know. And I tried it for sure. And it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. It wasn't like
Right.
Wingstop or nothing, but it was
Yeah.
it was good.
Basic chicken wings. Yeah. So
Mhm.
your goals, what's the goal for you moving forward? Short
Uh,
term. Short term, long term.
Short term, I would say short term goal now obviously is probably to win a championship here.
Okay.
Like, because I feel like with doing that here, that'll be big,
Yeah.
substantial thing because I guess the club that I've been at, well, I'm here now, hasn't really had success like that to where they won a championship. So
Okay.
I feel like doing that will, be a big time thing to do.
Yeah.
And, just continue to improve my game. I feel like with these scrimmages that we've been having and
Uh-huh.
just practice in general,
Hmm.
it's been learning how I've been playing well and it's been showing and just like what I've been doing and it's just really improving every day and just continue to have continue to stay great mentally as well. I feel like that's a great short term goal, even though it's something that people might not look at,
Yeah.
you know,
Absolutely,
something
man.
that's big to have because if you're good mentally, I feel like you can understand a lot of things and also it helps you improve as well on the court because it's like, okay, I might not make this shot and usually can get to you, but if you have that like switch to where it's like, man, nothing don't get to me, it's
Yeah.
gonna just help you improve. And I would feel like long-term goals obviously is to, play as long as I can is,
Mm.
first of all, because, a lot of people, you know, will be done at
Yeah.
4 or 5 years,
Yeah.
they'll play a few years and,
Yeah.
might not have the love for the game or might not have the opportunities. So
Absolutely.
probably just continue to play, but
Absolutely. So I have my neighbor. He played at Iowa State, and he said he played over in France for like 3 years, and he got a pension from France pro
really,
basketball. Yeah, I was like,
hmm,
wow, wow. I mean, I didn't ask him how big it is, but he said he got one. So
Dang,
it's all kinds of ways to play play pro ball and make a living for yourself, man.
for sure.
So
Most definitely.
if you had an opportunity to try back out for the G League, is that something you would consider?
Honestly, at this point, I feel like I can, but it would have to make sense. You know,
Absolutely.
that was the only thing. I'm not gonna just do it just because. Not to say I don't believe myself, I don't believe
No,
in my
it's not about that. So
trade.
I see them having open tryouts, but I feel
Mhm.
like you have a resume where they should go and get you. You know what
Type
I'm
that's
saying?
that, and that's what I want. That's what I want to build to where I have a resume to where it's like you can't deny. And plus, whenever I know once I go to whatever trial I go to,
Yeah,
I know like I'll show out, and it's like
absolutely.
now it's like not deniable.
Yeah,
So that's why I'm not really. I used to be so stuck on being in the NBA or the G
yeah.
League to be like,
Uh-huh.
man, I feel like I'm talented enough to be there. Like
Right.
it used to kind of frustrate me at
Yeah.
times, but now I just realize like this is a marathon. You got to
Hmm.
continue to play, continue to just work yourself into certain buildings, and once time comes, it's gonna feel better. Once you
That's
get there,
that's
it's gonna
that's
remain.
perspective right there, man. That's
Mhm.
great. Not a lot of young athletes have it. They don't get perspective until they're much older. So that's awesome that you think like that right now, bro.
Yeah, man. Just like I said, with just things I've been through
Yeah.
overseas, it's kind of helped me grow faster than
Hmm.
average person. So
Yeah.
I feel like with being fired my first year, having a good year my second year, and now continue to progress,
Yeah.
it's just allowing me to see the bigger picture in a sense.
Absolutely. That's
Mhm.
what's up, man. Well, we're about out of time, big dog. I'm glad we got everything in because I didn't know if we would, man.
Yeah, yeah, this
Yeah,
is good, man. This for sure. This is definitely a good little talk. I ain't had
yeah.
something like
Talking
this.
talking shop, brother. I love it, man.
Uh,
I love calling my athlete friends up, my music friends, and just talk shop, man. And you have a
uh,
lot of interesting things to talk about, man. So I'm glad you jumped on here with me.
no
Uh,
problem.
yep, my name is Erik T. Jackson. Everybody, uh, he's DeAndre. Is it Abram Shakur?
My first name DeAndre, middle name Shakur, last name Abram.
Shakur
That's a big
Abram.
pet peeve. A lot of people put an S in my name. Like there's no S on my last name. So yeah, DeAndre Abram
He's
though,
my
man.
dog. Hey
Yeah,
guys, y'all gonna hear a lot from this cat, man. He's very, very good at what he does, man. 6'9", can handle the rock, a triple threat player, and be looking for big things from this guy. Hey, I
I
appreciate you being on here, brother.
I appreciate you for having me, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Most definitely.
Bet.
Yes, sir.